Hey there, you awesome bipeds, quadrupeds, and even the occasional dinosaurs. It is I, Little Wolf, and welcome to my den. Go ahead and come on in, but please wipe your paws before entering, and go ahead and take a seat by the fire. The cauldron is bubbling, so you can have your choice of tea, coffee, or hot chocolate. And it is now that time of the week again where it's Monday and lots of people are stressing out and needing to get a quick break in their lives. And so let's go ahead and jump into our vintage cartoons revisited and hopefully give you guys a quick breath of fresh air and some time to relax and enjoy some old cartoons. I know it helps out a lot of people and I hope it helps you. And if you ever feel like you need help and you can't talk to your friends or family, you can always hit me up in my Little Wolf's Den or my Swordsman group. And if you don't think you can do that, if you're in the US, you can always hit up the US Suicide Hotline number, which is 1-800-273-8255. Once again, that's 1-800-273-8255. And if you're into texting more, you can hit them up at 741-741. And there's also a new suicide, 911-ish number that you can call, and it's 988. And so you can dial that and they'll send you pretty much to the same place. So I hope that'll help you out too. But if you're outside of the US, and you need somebody to call, you can always hit up the website suicide.org/international-suicide-hotlines.html, and they'll give you a list of all the other countries out there and websites and numbers that you can look up, and hopefully it'll help you out that way. Okay, so let's jump into our first cartoon, and it's going to be a Betty Boop one because I do know a lot of you out there do enjoy it, and also a certain little biped out there named Katie does enjoy it a lot. So this is especially for you, Katie. I love you, and I hope you're resting well while you're watching this. But this one's from 1934, and it's called Red Hot Momma. And it says, Betty Boop, sleepless on a freezing night, builds a nice hot fire, which proves too much of a good thing. In a dream, she visits H.E. Double Hockey Stick and sings Hell's Bells and makes hell freeze over. So let's see what happens in this weird dream of Betty Boop's and see how she makes hell freeze over.
a rhythm that's swell. Now somebody's got a hold of those bells. They start to ring, they start to sing, and somebody yells, it must be Hell's Bells. Oh!
Okay, with that one out of the way, let's jump into our next cartoon, and I know the Hercules one from last week kinda had some good reviews on it, and I had some fun watching it. So let's go ahead and do another one of these, and this one is from 1963, and it's Daedalus and the Minotaur. And it says, I couldn't really find a plot summary for this, so I kinda had to watch a bit of it and make it up as I went along. And basically what happens is Daedalus gets a Minotaur, and the Minotaur steals the royal seal from the place. And so now the king can't do any royal decrees because no seal. And so Daedalus wants to hold the seal for ransom, and Hercules shows up and hopefully saves the day and gets the seal back. So let's go ahead and jump into this and see what happens.
Castle. In his chambers, young King Dorian prepares to affix the royal seal to an official document.
Help! The Minotaur is in the castle!
Minotaur? Stop him! He has the royal seal!
Aye, Dorian, and without the royal seal, no king may rule Caledon.
So it was you, Daedalus, who set the Minotaur upon me.
Aye, and it will cost you a king's ransom to get back your seal.
At this moment, a familiar figure approaches Caledon on a visit. It is the mighty Hercules.
Look, Herc! Look! The Minotaur! The Minotaur! It's got the royal seal! Gotta stop it! Gotta stop it!
I will, Newton.
Herc. Nice work.
Where'd the Minotaur go, Newton?
I can tell you. Into my endless maze, where no man who entered ever came out. Care to follow it, Hercules?
No, Herc, no.
I'm not afraid.
Farewell, Hercules. We'll never see you again.
Careful, Newton. This maze is filled with traps.
Yay! What got us, Herc? What got us?
The petals of the Pexus plant. No power on Earth can pry them loose.
Then we're trapped here forever. Forever?
Afraid so, Newton. But wait! There's one chance.
We're free! We're free!
Here, Newton. Don't let this roof touch the ground, or the plant will spring to life again. Come on. We've got to find that Minotaur. It's the deadly cocoon of Cletus.
What if it hits us? Us!
We'd better not let it.
We just can't keep digging forever! Forever! Yow!
A plant of Pexus. Throw it!
What? Oh! What would you do without me, Herc? Just what would you do without me?
Sometimes I wonder, Newton. The Minotaur! Come on!
The royal seal! The royal seal!
Get the seal, Newton, and follow me. This Minotaur is the only one who knows the way out of this maze. Why? Look who's brought back the royal seal. It's Newton.
That's me! That's me!
Did you get it all by yourself?
Well, I had a little help from,
Olympia!
Join us at his side, standing there with pride. Victory is here, raise a mighty cheer at the side of Hercules.
Alright, so I'm glad that one is out of the way now, and I always love watching the Hercules cartoons now, so I'm definitely going to be looking up more of these series of it. But I did find another one here, and it's from the Lone Ranger cartoons from 1966. And this is another one where I wasn't really able to find a synopsis for it, so I had to kind of watch some of it and come up with one of my own, and I hope it does it justice. But this one is called The Lone Ranger and the Valley of the Dead. And the Lone Ranger is trying to hunt down a couple of criminals, and he comes to a fort where there's going to be a somewhat battle that's going to take place between the Native Americans there and the people in the fort, because apparently the people in the fort broke a treaty with the natives by going through their burial ground and violating it and stealing some treasures. So the natives are about to go to war over it, but the Lone Ranger suggests that instead of a bunch of people dying, how about you have two people face each other and see what happens from there. And I think he also tries to figure out who violated the gravesite and tries to bring it to justice. So let's go ahead and jump back into this. And it kind of has a weird F-Troop feel to me, so it's going to be kind of definitely not politically correct. So let's jump into it and see what happens.
Grab the treasure and clear out.
Wasabi, war party chase soldiers. We help?
No, Tonto. They're turning back.
Why?
There's the reason.
Fort Cutler.
And the only place in the territory we haven't looked for the Tanner brothers.
Ridiculous! No patrols are out today. Besides, we're at peace. Brave Eagles lived up to the treaty.
And the army?
Now, see here.
Indians attack! Indians attack!
Indians?
What is it, Tonto?
Cheyenne on warpath, Kimosabe. This Brave Eagle's lance.
So it's a fight he wants, eh?
No, Colonel. The white feather means he'll talk before attacking.
He can talk to my cannon.
Let me speak with Brave Eagle.
No waste of time.
But a few words now may prevent a war. Peace, Brave Eagle.
No peace, masked friend. Bluecoats break treaty, rob sacred burial ground.
2 soldiers today?
Yes. Now many die for greed of few.
Let me bring these few to justice.
No. Cheyenne laws say only blood clean away dishonor. It must be war.
Wait. Why must many die? Let a champion from each side settle this question of honor.
You speak wisdom, friend. At first sun it shall be duel to death in Valley of the Dead.
So be it, Brave Eagle.
Negative, negative, against regulations. Besides, your defeat would bring dishonor to the army. They started it, we'll finish it.
It could prevent useless bloodshed.
Repeat, negative.
No soldiers left the fort, Tonto. But 2 uniforms were stolen.
Me learned 2 traders leave here yesterday.
It could be the Tanner brothers.
And each side blame other for outlaws' evil.
That's right, but there's no time to prove it.
Bugler, sound call to arms. Tonto, stand aside. It's time to... What?
Sorry, Colonel.
So, that's it. The Ranger's going to fight Brave Eagle.
That right, Colonel. No war today. Kimosabe try save many lives. Maybe yours.
If he fails, you hang.
Valley of the Dead. Let's go, big fellow!
So, it must be your blood.
If there's no other way, Brave Eagle.
Perfect. If that Indian doesn't finish the Lone Ranger, we will. Either way, the treasure's ours.
On Silver!
Your bravery is great, but I do what I must do.
This is it.
Now, my friend, your honor shall be restored.
It shall be done. You win, masked friend. Finish me.
No, brave eagle, it isn't necessary. My blood has already cleansed away the Cheyenne dishonor.
You let it happen. Now I repay you.
Yeah, my arm! Get him, Luke!
Drop it, Tanner.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Bluecoats.
Not soldiers, brave eagle. These outlaws are the enemies. Their greed almost started a war.
No, my friend. They are as nothing. Our real enemies are mistrust and false pride.
Hi-yo, Silver! Away!
And sadly, with that cartoon out of the way, our time here in the den is slowly going to be coming to an end. And I know some of these cartoons are a little bit different than the other ones that I've shown, but I've had to switch different sites to try and find more public domain cartoons so I can show these and not get copyright strikes or get in trouble. And so I hope you do enjoy these, and like I said, it was hard for me to find the synopsis on a couple of these cartoons just because they don't really have them up in certain places, or they'll have the episodes listed but no plot summary. So having to watch a bit of it and try and come up with a synopsis is going to be kind of interesting with a lot of the ones I'm going to find later on. But I do hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, I'm really glad, and I hope it gave you a good break from your day or any other time that you watch this throughout the week. I enjoy doing this so much, because I know it gives you a break, gives you a chance to breathe, and that's what we all need. And I know I've been kind of absent a bit from the YouTube chats and things like that, but I've also been kind of stuck at the hip a little bit with my new human, and I'm definitely enjoying that, and she's definitely keeping me happy, which is very amazing, and I know lots of you are happy for us, and thank you. And send her your well wishes and your love and things like that. She's kind of going through a little bit of a bad time with her leg at the moment, so just send your happy thoughts to her, like a good Care Bear stare. That would be awesome. And if you want to help out even more, remember when you go out, please remember to try and keep wearing your mask, even if they do say that we don't have to anymore. It'll keep you healthier in the long run and those around you healthy at the same time. If you get sick, you're not going to spread around whatever you get, and you won't be breathing in what other people are breathing out. And of course, if you haven't done it yet, please go out and get your vaccinations for these kind of things. And we're also coming up on flu season, so you're going to be wanting to get that vaccination too, to try and keep everybody healthy around you and keep your body up to date on what kind of things are out there that it's going to have to try and fight off. And of course, if you can, when you go out, please keep trying to social distance whenever you can. The further you are from everyone else, the healthier you'll be, and the healthier the herd will be in the long run. And we know there are quite a few out there who cannot go out and get the vaccination or the booster because of health complications, or they're allergic to something in it. And we definitely know a little cheetah in the den that has that. And so we want to hashtag protect the cheetah. I love all you bipeds, quadrupeds, and even the occasional dinosaurs so much. So until next time, Wolf out.